So I just have to say I love babies, and I work on lots of babies and children, and one of the things I just wanted to discuss today is the idea of babies being able to latch or suck. There can be several reasons why a baby can't suck or do that latching on. One of the big reasons why a baby can't do that is because when their baby is born, when they're going down through the birth canal, there's a couple of turns that happen as a baby, as we all descended if we went out that way. And what can happen is that there can be a compression across the bone of the forehead, the frontal bone, and it pushes down on the nasal bones and into the palate. So it will push all these bones down a little bit. Now that does not make the baby look weird or anything like that. There's just a downward compression here. With that compression, what happens is that the roof of the mouth loses the shape to be able to have the tongue actually make a suction with the top of the mouth, the roof of the mouth. And what happens there is they may be able to suck some, and they may not be able to suck much at all, but what will happen often is that it doesn't stimulate the mother to actually let down. So you can have a woman who thinks that she doesn't make enough milk, but the real reason is because the suction and the attachment by the infant is not happening correctly. Another reason here that a baby can't actually make a correct latch is that here on the bone of the back of the head, down on the bottom, right in here on the occiput, there's a little nerve called the hypoglossal nerve that comes out right here. This nerve each side feeds half of the tongue in order for someone's tongue to be able to make the shape, to be able to make that shape. Part of that shaping is also part of the ability of the infant to actually create the suction action. How does this nerve get entrapped? It's so common that as you're descending down and making the two turns as you're going through the canal, as you're going down, what happens is that, and it's very common and not a huge like, oh my God deal, is that your head the baby's head sits a little askew on the neck. So there's tension, and there'll be tension on that nerve, and the nerve won't allow the tongue on one side to make that correct motion, sucking motion. So once again, you'll have a mother who doesn't seem like she's letting down, the milk is letting down, when in actuality it can be that the baby is not able to make the correct motion. So these are just two of the reasons why you have a baby that maybe can't latch and can't suck. Things to explore.